Down here. Hi, puppet fans. I'm here to tell you that today's episode sounds like absolute dog shit. We here at Puppet Parables apologize for this and hope to do better in the future. There are captions, so if you need them, enable them. Thank you.
Welcome, one and all, to Puppet Parables, a show where these three friends attempt to recount stories from movies, history, mythology, literature, and more.
I'm sure you might answer.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy as we stumble our way through these tales.
Welcome, Valentines Day Special.
Woo!
Love is in the air.
Whoa.
Listen, if you're feeling bad this Valentine's Day, don't.
Okay.
Because I'm about to tell you the story of a man who has a way worse love life than anybody ever. We're going to talk about Apollo today, the god of the sun in Greek mythology, and brother of Artemis, I guess. And Artemis was pretty cool. She didn't like men at all, and was very like, hey, no, you can't be in relationships ever.
Get it?
And quite the opposite. Apollo was just like in love with everybody all the time, men and women. But none of them,
Jesus. Oh, my lord.
none of them worked out very well for him. Most of his dates either turned into plants trying to run away from him, or jumped off of cliffs trying to run away from him, or both, or like did love him back for once, but also turned into plants.
Not relatable much.
So I'm going to tell you, there's a lot more than the ones that I'm going to say here, but I'm just going to tell you a few different stories of his love lives. So the first one we're going to talk about is Daphne.
Like Velma.
Like from like from the hit TV show Velma, which will probably maybe still be relevant when this comes out. Probably not. So he was like, "I love you, Daphne. Please love me back." And she was like, no, Father, please, Father." And her father, who is a river spirit, comes up and is like, "Yes." She's like, "Please, River Dad, help." And he turns her into a tree.
One of many occurrences.
Yeah. So the next one, Apollo falls in love with Coronis, who is a princess, and he ends up being in a relationship with her, and gets her prego.
Make out sesh.
And she's like, "Actually, I don't really like Apollo anymore," and cheats on him while she's pregnant with his child. So he fucking kills her.
Oh my heavens.
So that happened. I can't remember. I think he might like do that thing that they do in Greek myths a lot, where he like cuts the baby out of her stomach and like sews it into his leg or whatever.
And throws it around like a pizza dough.
So the next one is Cassandra, who you probably have heard of, maybe. You guys talked about Cassandra in class last year.
Yeah, I hate her. I hate Cassandra.
Why?
I lied, I actually did.
Okay. Well, she is tormented by the gift of prophecies.
Oh, yeah.
She hates it, and that gift was given to her by Apollo. Because he was so in love with her that he's like, "I'm going to give her a gift so that she falls in love with me. I'm going to give her the gift of prophecy. And then if I give her that, she has to marry me." And so he gives the gift, and she's like, "I fucking hate this. This is like hell. I know what's going to happen, and it sucks." And he's like, "Okay, well, if you hate it that much, I'm just going to make it so nobody ever believes you." So, then she's gifted with that new curse that she can predict things, but no one ever believes her.
Yeah. She found out she's a puppet.
In the Olympians' hands. But she ends up having a lot of other stuff happen to her. If you read anything by Homer or Virgil, or like, any of those cool guys. So Apollo kind of fumbled the bag on that one. This next one is actually a little bit like more sweet because they actually loved him back. It's Hyacinthus or Hyacinthus, but however you want to say it. It's Hyacinthus. That's the right way to say it. Okay, but you might recognize the name because it's the name of a flower, which doesn't bode well.
I think I know where this one's going.
So
He buys himself as a bouquet.
oh, how lovely! Hyacinthus was a very pretty prince. He was a really hot Trojan, I think.
Young stud.
Twink, dripping wet, glistening, stud,
Listening, throbbing, rotating,
really pretty prince.
whistling.
Really, a lot like me in some ways. But Apollo was like, "This boy is so pretty. I need to court him." And so he comes down from Olympus. He's like, "Hey, babe, want to go out sometime?" And he's like, "Sure." And he's like, "Oh my God, this never works. Thank you for not running away and falling off a cliff." So they do all these cute couple things. They go out on dates. They frolic in the fields. They I don't know, have sex, have gay sex.
Yes! I mean, ew.
But because Hyacinthus is such a pretty little guy, Apollo is not the only one that loves him. A few of the winds actually love him. I think the North Wind and the West Wind were also in love with him. The West Wind, whose name is Zephyrus, was especially in love with Hyacinthus in like a really insane stalker way, where he's like, "If I can't have you, nobody can," and like really like crazy stalking him while he's on these cute dates.
Relatable much.
No, not at all. So while they're on, Apollo decides to take Hyacinthus on this cute date where they throw a discus around. And Hyacinthus is like, "I've never thrown a discus. Can you show me how?" And Apollo's like, "Watch this. Watch and learn, babe." And so he throws the discus into the air, soars around. Zephyrus, who, again, is the wind, takes this as an opportunity to blow the wind in his direction, and he hits Hyacinthus in the head, and he fucking dies. Right there.
He's like fucking dead in his head.
It hits him right in the soft spot. So he falls down, and Apollo was like, "No!" He holds him in his lover's arms, and he's like, "There's nothing I can do." But he's the god of like medicine and healing also, so like there probably is something he could do. But he's like, "Oh, he's like so emo, like, there's nothing I could do. This is just another failed love. I could never ever fix this ever." And so he turns him into a flower, and then he eats it, and then he cries, like writes emo poetry on the petals of the flower.
Damn.
And then he goes to like the Greek god bar and starts crying to all the Greek gods, like, "Oh, my love life is so awful, and all of my loved ones turn into flowers." They're like, "All right, Apollo, whatever."
Don't care. Gonna ask.
So, if you ever feel bad about your love life, don't play discus.
Bye.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Hi. Dubby is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash, no jitters, or angst, like other energy drinks.
It sounds like you could use an energy drink, mate.
I'm really tired.
Here, have this Dubby.
Oh, thank you.
Feels better, right?
Uh-huh.
Right, better.
I'm wild!
Well, Dubby contains vitamins, amino acids, a nootropic, and 150 milligrams of caffeine to keep you going all day.
Yeah! Wow, wow, wow.
Well, I see he's already enjoying the benefits of Dubby.
I love Dubby!
If you want to enjoy the benefits of Dubby, head on over to Dubby and use the code PUPPETS in all capitals for a 10% off your first order.
Puppets!
That's PUPPETS at Dubby for your first order discount.
Ah!